Promise that you'll catch me. Promise that you'll catch me. Promise that you'll catch me.
What up, fam? It's your boy. Time to hang out, chill out, wild out, you know what I'm saying? Time to do what we doing this Monday. It's Reading Rainbow Week, people. I am so excited. So let's not hesitate, you know what I'm saying? Let's just get right into the game. But you know where we start at first? Because I do for you as I do for you and the crew. Now pull up, boom it. Afro Tug Nation. It's your boy, T3, Geek Town. Let's get down for the clown. But before we do that, as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, come talk to your boy. I'm excited for this week. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? This is what Afro Tug Nation is all about. The geekism, the comic bookism, the real nerds doing what they do. And it's crazy enough, this first Monday is going to be like a combination kind of a Monday, because I get to talk about the season finale of Superman and Lois and the comic book that I wish they really pulled off from, you know what I'm saying, to how they ended this and what really got me excited and going right now. So how do we begin? How do we start this off? How do we get this cracking? So there is an Elseworld Superman comic book, you know what I'm saying? It's based on Superman from another universe. And this Superman is extremely old. He has been on Earth for over 200 and some odd years. At this point, he's got an extremely long beard, and this man carries 2 cannons for guns on each side of his arm. Why is that? Because Superman started to lose his powers over the course of time as a Kryptonian, and his body was aging, and it was not holding the sun as well as it used to, as a point of factor as well it used to be. And so what was happening is he was finding he was losing his powers, and that he would need more time to sleep. He would need to spend more time in the sun. He would need to spend more time in a chamber to regain his strength, to try to still fight a corrupted world, to try to still fight the good fight. But that it got to a point to where your man needed like cannons. Yo, this picture alone shows you this boy was an absolute positive beast. You know what I'm saying? He had outlived all the Justice League. He had outlived Superman, of course. You know what I'm saying? He had outlived the Flash and all those that came with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had outlived anybody that was anything of relevant nature. I think Wonder Woman was probably the only one that's probably could live as long, but she was old and she was protecting Amazon at that particular point. She had not lived past the point in which he had lived, and it was just him living in this world. And so he was going about his day-to-day, still fighting the good fight, still taking on people who had taken up Lex Luthor's mantle, you know what I'm saying, to do what they do, still fighting alien invasions that was coming across planets and universes. He was still trying to do what he could do as Superman, that he would not let the world fall to evil. Well, why is that comic book related to the TV show Superman and Lois? I did not like the season finale. I did not like the ending. I did not like how they went. Like, you had a perfect opportunity. Why? Because in this version of Superman and Lois, Superman was losing his powers because he had the heart of a 61-year-old man beaten in his Kryptonian chest. An Earthling 61-year-old heart, a Kryptonian body, and he could not hold on to his powers like he was. Now, he was not like ultimately weak, but as time progressed and as time went on, he would slowly start to diminish as Superman. His boys, he had 2 sons that he was raising, but they're only half Kryptonians each, which means they will never match the power of which Superman could hold. There was a point where he was fighting Doomsday for the final time, and he finally threw Doomsday into the sun. But before doing that, the sun regenerated him enough to where he could try to finally take the fight to Lex that he needed to in the suit that he had. You had the perfect opportunity, since this was already an Elseworld Superman in an Elseworld Earth, to take this to an Elseworld level. You know what I'm saying? Like that, with the DOD and Superman formulating a significant bond, he could have been old school, old man Superman and still held on to truth and justice. Yeah, he passed away. Yeah, he died of eventually old age and a heart attack, you know what I'm saying? Which the heart was not going to last in his chest for much longer. Yes, he had the super friends, aka his sons, as well as Henry Irons and all the rest of them that kept on the good fight after he left, and the other League of Superman that was part of his super family to do what he had to do. But this comic book right here, you know what I'm saying? This Elseworld Superman gave a perfect indication of what Superman would do. He would never give up. He would never go get a dog and just learn to take long walks at the park. He would never just learn to live life to the fullest, because as long as the world needed a Superman, he was going to be there. Even with his sons being there, this particular version of Elseworld Superman would have been the most perfect way to end off this particular chapter. Not ending with his death, but ending on with the fight being the fight until all might and right is done. You know what I'm saying? All right, fam, Martian Manhunter, absolute. It is time. It is time to get down for the get down. It is time for us to read the absolutes. It is time for us to take the next 4 days of greatness and do all things absolute. Yes, it's an absolute week. You know what I'm saying? Absolute Martian Manhunter, absolute Batman, absolute Wonder Woman. So that's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then we jump into Elektra, Daredevil, Muse, how it should go down. Woo, doggy. I hope you ready, because your boy's feeling like Freddy. But until then, if you see your man's in the street, hit him with a jingle jangle, baby. Jingle jangle.